Do you love to travel but don't like the hassle or expense of flying? Well, we got some good news for you. Plenty of other fun transportation options will allow you to explore the world without breaking the bank. In this post, we will discuss a variety of transportation synonyms that will help you get from one location to another in style. So keep watching this post. How many people use transportation? Transportation plays a big part in our lives every day. We use some form of transportation to get to work, school, or the store, according to the United States Federal Department of Transportation. Americans travel an average of nearly 12,000 miles annually by car alone, with so many people using transportation every day. It's no wonder that there are so many public transportation synonyms, in addition to cars and buses. There are trains, planes, bicycles, boats, and more. Each of these transportation options has its own set of benefits and drawbacks. The importance of transportation cannot be understated. A vehicle is essential for getting people and moving goods and equipment from one place to another. There are many benefits of transportation. It allows passengers to reach their desired destinations, whether near or far. It also helps us save time and money, in some cases. Transportation can even be helpful for leisure or recreation. Some people use transportation for their job. For example, truck drivers transport goods from one place to another. Taxi drivers transport people from one place to another. And bus drivers transport both people and goods from one place to another. Other people use transportation for recreation. For example, people use boats to fish or go sailing. People use bicycles to ride around their neighborhood or go on a bike trip. And people use cars to go on road trips. What are the different types of transportation? There are many different types of transportation. Some of the most common include cars, buses, trains, planes, bicycles, boats. Every type of transportation has its own set of benefits and drawbacks. Cars are great for short trips but can be expensive to maintain. Buses are cheaper than cars, but they can be slow and uncomfortable. Trains are fast, but they can be expensive. Planes are the quickest way to travel, but they can be costly. Bicycles are a great way to exercise but can be slow. Aside from that, we also have commercial enterprise transportation. In the business world, transportation is a critical part of moving goods to customers from the facility to different locations. There are many kinds of transportation that businesses use, including trucks, trains, planes, buses. What is a transportation synonym? A transportation synonym is a word or phrase with the same meaning as nearby words or phrases. For example, the word car is one of the related words for automobile. These words are meaningful because they help us communicate more effectively. When we use this, we can more accurately describe the transportation options that are available to us. For instance, if you want to take a bus, you can say that you want to take the bus, ride the bus, or use public transportation. Thesaurus transportation can also help you find the perfect transportation synonym for your needs. Some common synonyms for transportation include car, automobile, vehicle, wheels, bus, coach, double-decker, school bus, train, locomotive, engine, railway train, plane, airplane, jet, a commercial airliner, bicycle, bike, cycle, two-wheeler, boat, ship, vessel, watercraft. How has transportation changed over the years? Transportation has evolved a lot over the years. In the past, a vehicle was much slower and less reliable. Today, a car is much faster and more efficient. In the past, people had to rely on horse-drawn carts and carriages or walking to get around. Today, we have cars, buses, trains, planes, and bicycles that can take us anywhere we want. Transportation gives comfort, especially in traveling from one's native country. One of the significant changes in transportation is the invention of the automobile. Cars have changed the way we live and work. Cars also made it possible for us to live in places that are far from our work or school. Another significant change in transportation is the development of mass transit. Mass transit is a system of transportation that moves large groups of people or passengers from one place to another. It includes buses, trains, subways, and other facilities. Mass transit has made it possible for us to live in cities and travel from one location to different parts of the city easily. It has been a part of the commercial facility consisting the movement of shipments is being tracked timely. It will give freight forwarders, drivers, and other professionals the ability not only to see where their transport and shipments are but also know when they'll arrive at their destination. Hence, there's no worry about wasting time waiting for deliveries or lost cargo. We recommend it because it provides peace of mind knowing what happens with each load. At the same time, on the route, Something all companies need nowadays given how busy things can get nowadays. Affiliate disclaimer. Frate Chain is supported by our readers when you purchase through links on our site. We may earn an affiliate commission that helps keep our website and its content. Thank you. Learn more. Keep Truckin' has everything you need to ensure your delivery goes off without any hitches. With their easy-to-use app, drivers can track hours and get an inspection report on the go. No more wasted time or stressed customers. Check out Keep Truckin' today. You can check out our previous post to learn how freight shipping works. How does transportation affect our environment? Cars and trucks produce air pollution, damaging the ozone layer and contributing to global warming. Buses and trains emit less pollution than cars, but they still have an environmental impact. Planes produce a large amount of pollution but are not used as often as other forms of transportation. Bicycles are the most environmentally friendly form of transportation. They produce no pollution, and they don't use any fossil fuels. Walking is also a very eco-friendly way to get around. It doesn't cause any pollution and is suitable for your health. When we use transportation, we must be aware of its environmental impact. The Transportation Department has released an official decree about transportation. This decree requires all forms of transportation to be more environmentally friendly. One way to reduce pollution from transportation is to use hybrid or electric cars. Electric vehicles are powered by batteries and produce no pollution. Another way to reduce pollution is to carpool or take public vehicles. You can also help reduce pollution by planting trees or using green transportation options. The United States Federal Department of Transportation is responsible for helping reduce pollution from transportation. They have come up with some alternative ways that could lessen pollution. Check our previous post to learn more about the new technologies introduced in the transportation field. What are some of the challenges that the transportation industry is facing today? The transportation industry is facing several challenges today. One of the significant challenges is climate change. Climate change is causing the weather to become more extreme, making it difficult to transport goods and people safely. Another challenge is the increasing cost of fuel. Oil prices have been rising steadily for several years, making it more expensive to operate a transportation business. The sum charged for transportation services has also been on the steady increase. The transportation industry is also facing a challenge from new technologies. These new technologies are changing how people travel, and the transportation industry must adapt. But it is also working on new technologies to help it meet those challenges. The transportation industry is an integral part of our economy and our way of life, and we need to ensure it can continue to thrive in the future. National transportation programs are in place to help the transportation industry meet these challenges. Enforced removal of transportation is a significant challenge too. It results in a lot of traffic and pollution. The government is trying to find ways to reduce traffic and pollution at the same time. However, there are still many transportation options available today. You can drive your car, take public vehicles, ride a bike, or even walk. It is now faster, more reliable, and more accessible than ever. There are great opportunities in the transportation industry, especially in marine transportation. Learn more by checking out our previous post. Final thoughts. So there you have it. These are just a few of the many ways to travel using different types of transportation. We hope this article has helped you better understand your options and what might work best for your upcoming trip. What do you think? Which type of transport will you choose for your next journey? All in all, there are plenty of transportation options to get you from point A to point B. Thanks for watching. Disclaimer: Frate Chain provides educational content only. It should not be taken as professional advice. You should always consult a freight shipping expert before making any decisions.